What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Allison. I'm really glad that you clicked this video and you're watching. Today's video is going to be all about a new brand that I'd never heard of before until they reached out to me, and it's called WINKYLUX. And let's just, first off, I just gotta throw this out there that they had probably the cutest packaging I've seen in a long time. Just really, really great packaging. Love it. It's got cats all over it. I'm pretty sure the brand mascot is a cat, so if you're a cat lover, you're gonna love the packaging on these. It is a newer brand, I believe, and they make really high quality makeup, and it's non-toxic, cruelty-free, so shout out to them for that. That's amazing. They're super trendy. Like, if you go on their website, a lot of the stuff that I've seen on there, I have never seen in other places before. Like, they have a clear lip balm that when you apply it, it changes the color of your lips. Like, it goes on clear and then turns a different color. It's crazy. And that same balm has a flower inside of the packaging. Like, not in the base of it, but in the actual lip balm, there is a real life flower, and a flower, and it's alive. And it's real. They were sweet enough to give you guys a really great discount code, and that is to get a free full-size lipstick with an order over $15. So pay $50 and you get a free lipstick with my discount code, which is Alison Henry. Alright, I'm gonna quit rambling. I hate long intros, and somehow I always manage to make super long intros. I know, I'm annoying. So I'm gonna let you guys get into the video. Even though they did send me all this makeup and it's sponsored, I just want you guys to know that these are all my honest opinions. I've never used this makeup before, so all of this was my genuine first impression reaction, and I did not hold back, so I promise you guys can trust my opinion on it. And yeah, I just want a little disclaimer there before we get into the video. Alright, that is it. I promise. I'm literally getting up and leaving. So we're just gonna jump on in and get started with the first product, and this is the WINKYLUX Peeper Perfect Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. I already have my base on, or my foundation. I did that off camera. All the other makeup that I don't have that's WINKYLUX, I'm just gonna do off camera, and I'm just gonna use like whatever. It's not really about that, so we're just gonna try to keep the focus on these products. I'm just gonna pop some of this on the back of my hand, and as you can see, it's a very thick consistency. It's not gonna go anywhere. This is in the shade Light, so I'm just gonna get a little bit on the brush and just kind of place it where I want it. So now that it's kind of where I want it, I'm just gonna go in with my damp beauty blender, and this one's actually from Tarte, and I really, really love it. It definitely has more of like a dewy finish. Like, when I move my head in the light, there's a sheen on it, so that tells me that it's going to be pretty hydrating under the eye, and it's not going to make my under eyes look dry. So this is what the under eyes are looking like right now. I honestly have no complaints. I think it looks really, really nice. This is definitely one of the most hydrating, or yeah, it's just super hydrating under the eyes. Like, it is not drying whatsoever for how thick it is. You would think that it would be a little bit hard to work with, hard to blend. It would get cakey looking. I'm impressed. It hasn't started creasing at all on my eyes yet, and usually my concealer starts creasing like instantly. So yeah. But yeah, I really do like it so far, but it does need to be set since it is such like a thin and hydrating consistency. I don't want it to be shiny under there. I want it to be set down and matte. So for that, I'm going to be using one of their diamond powders. This is what the packaging looks like. It's so cute. It's in the shade Light, and normally I wouldn't set my under eyes with a pressed powder, but I want to give this a go, and I'm going to use this on the rest of my face as well, but I want to see if it can be used as a setting powder as well. And then I'm gonna put a normal setting powder that I know works and that I've used before. I'm gonna put that on the other eye, so we can kind of like test if this is suitable for an under eye powder and how well the concealer holds up using either one, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go in with some setting powder on this eye. Damn, did you guys see all that? And then on a different brush, I'm gonna go in to the diamond powder and go ahead and just lightly set the concealer down. I'm just gonna read the back of the box here. It says, this lightweight foundation powder contains genuine crushed diamonds for the ultimate coverage and glow. Special diamond technology illuminates skin while diffusing imperfections, leaving a soft focus effect and shine-free finish. So, let's see what I'm getting. I'm definitely seeing a little bit of shine. Like, it's definitely not as matte as this side. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's not like a super chalky matte powder. It's definitely got like, you know, some reflex to it, which I think it's really pretty. It definitely makes the skin look more skin-like instead of so powdery, you know what I mean? So we're just going to apply the powder to the rest of the face with a different brush and then see how well it sets the foundation. So now my entire face is set with that powder, but I will say that I'm not liking the way that it's looking right in here. I feel like my pores are a little bit larger on this side and more visible than on this side where I used the other setting powder. I don't think that this powder, although I do love it on the face, I don't think I love it setting that Peeper Perfect concealer. So that is all I have as far as face products go. So I'm just going to finish up my makeup and do my bronzer, blush, and all that stuff off camera real quick, and then I will be back to start on the eyes. Okay, so my face makeup is on and ready, and now we're going to do the brows before I get into the eyeshadow. This is what the brow pencil looks like. It's called Unibrow, and it is a universal brow pencil, so it's just one shade. So you have this side, which is the actual pencil, and it's got a triangle little tip, so that's really good because you have a really skinny edge and then you have like a thicker edge for filling in, and then on this side you just have a little spoolie, and I'm just going to start doing my brows. First impression so far is it's really creamy and it doesn't feel too waxy or like it's pulling at all, so that's really good. And I do really like this color. I think it's very universal because like I remember when I was blonde and I could probably still use a shade like this as long as it wasn't too warm, and this doesn't have any warmth to it, so that is good for blondes. Alright, so this is not my best brow creation of all times, but it's also not my worst. But wow, the difference a brow can make. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off the other side. Okay, so the brows are on, and does anybody else have a brow that's like lower than the other? Like, I feel like this one just needs to come up a little bit more to like be on the same level. And it's so weird because it's like they just grow. It's just like how they grow. Like I can't shape them different to make them match in the middle. I don't know what to do. So now we're gonna get started with the eyes. I have no idea what kind of look I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be completely winging it and hoping something good turns out of it. So I guess I'm going to be starting off with the Cashmere Kitten palette, which is the blue one. Look at that packaging, y'all. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. And I'm gonna be putting that all in my crease. Now I'm gonna switch over to a little bit more of a dense blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with the same color. I just want it to be a little bit more concentrated in the crease instead of being blown out like I was just doing. Then back to the big boy and blend out the edges. We can move on to the lid color. It's actually this one right here. It's in the Kitten palette, and it is called Holographic, and it is seriously one of the prettiest shades I've seen in a long time. I'm so excited to put it on. So now I'm just going to do a half cut crease. I didn't really know if I wanted to do a cut crease, but I think I'm going to. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of Tarte Shape Tape and just kind of cut that really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and start diffusing this outer corner here because I want this to be nice and smoky. This is what we want to be nice and sharp. So I'm just taking the fluffy brush that had the mauve shade on it, and I'm just kind of going back and forth to blend that out. And then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's like a really muted, almost like a dark purple. So I'm just going to keep building that color up, and then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and blend the two colors together. Now I'm just going to start blending out this line in the middle here because I do not want that to be harsh either. Then I'm going to grab some of the mauve shade or the pink or whatever and then go right above that. Then I'm going to take a little bit of glitter glue on the back of my brush and apply that right where we cut the crease so that this shadow really pops. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye, and then I will put on liner and lashes, and then we're almost done. Okay, so the eyes are complete, but yeah, this is not my best work. I'm really liking how it turned out. I really do love the colors and how it all, you know, comes together. I think it's a really pretty smoky eye. It's just not my best application. Like, it's just, there's some technical things with some blending that I'm not quite satisfied with. I will say that the darker colors in the palette are a little bit harder to blend than the lighter ones, and I think the lid shade turned out pretty well. I mean, that is using a glitter glue, but yeah, I still think it's really pretty, and I just think that these outer color shades were a little bit hard to blend. And then I didn't do the best liner either, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna quit criticizing myself and move on to the lower lash line. I'm not sure what I want to do, probably just smoke it out. I already put a little bit of liner right here. So I'm going to take my sponge and just kind of buff that liner out like that. And I'm only going to take it halfway. I'm going to leave the inner corner bare. Gives you more of a cat eye look. Then I'm going to take that transition shade, or the one that we used first, the mauve shade, and I'm going to go right here and kind of bring that in, and also use it to blend out the outer corner. Ooh, that's pretty. I feel like these shades really make blue eyes pop. Corals and coppers and mauve-y pinks. They actually look really pretty on green eyes as well. Maybe not copper, but like mauve and purple, like these shades that we got going on. If you have green eyes, you definitely need to try this look. Then I'm going to go back to the Kitten palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Then last shade is this one right here. This is called Duchess, and it's just a cream, you know, brow bone shade. I'm gonna pop that up here. Ooh, that's pigmented. Bring it down here just to kind of clean up and blend out the edges from the transition shade. So I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm going to pop on some lashes. These are Mink 2.0 or Minx 2.0 by Social Eyes. The lashes and liner are on. It's amazing what a good lash can do. Even if your eyeshadow is, you know, you're not feeling it or you messed up a couple times, then just throw a good lash on and you are good to go. So now onto the fun part. We're going to look at the lip products. This one is the one that I've been waiting to try. So this one changes the color of your lips. It obviously is clear, and when you apply it, which I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to zoom you in so you can see, like, it's supposed to match the shade of pink for your lips. So like it'll look different on every lip shade or lip color. Whatever your natural lip color is, it'll look different on you. It has a flower on the inside of this balm. It's just, that's like the prettiest thing I've ever seen. So that is this guy. It comes in this packaging. It's super cute. It is called the Flower Balm, and I got the blue flower. You can get a couple different shades of flower colors like pink and purple. So yeah, let's go ahead and zoom you in. I'm gonna apply this first, and then I'm gonna apply the other lipsticks. All right, let's zoom you in here. Here it is. Look how cute. And we're just gonna go for it. Okay. I love that. I think that's a super cool concept, super cute packaging, super cool how they have a freaking flower in the actual balm, and overall, that's a yes for me, honey. The next lip products that I'm going to try on are called Creamy Dreamy'S, and this is what the shade looks like. It's probably the most, like, tan looking nude I've ever seen. Ooh, these smell good. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. At first I was like, oh no, like this isn't, you know, as matte or as opaque, but I feel like honestly if this shade was too opaque, it would almost make you look dead. I mean, it definitely looks even. That's what I was looking for. I just didn't want it to look patchy. And when you have it on your lips, it doesn't look patchy. The color payoff isn't as strong as I thought it was gonna be. But again, I kind of like that. So that is, oh, I didn't even say the shade name. This is in Olat. Ola, it's like French. A-U-L-A-I-T, Olat, Olay. I took French, I should know this. And the other creamy dreamy shade that I got is called Butterscotch. So that's what that one looks like. It's got more of the peachy salmon undertones. So that is what Butterscotch looks like on the lips. But again, it has the exact same kind of formula. It's not super opaque, it's not super matte. It's really creamy, really hydrating, goes on nice and even. This is what the packaging of the lip velours look like. I only got one shade and it's in the shade Meow and it looks like this. It's another pretty nude shade, but it's definitely a darker nude. So let's just put it on. See, now this is like a more opaque matte. So the lip velours are definitely more pigmented than, like, you can see one swipe and that's like color payoff. So now I gotta be extra careful with my application because I don't have a liner. And if you fuck up, you're gonna be able to see it. So this is what Meow looks like on the lips. I definitely prefer this formula. So that is about it for my little demo slash review, little first impressions of WINKYLUX Cosmetics. I know I've said this a billion times already, but I would honestly buy this makeup just for the packaging. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Don't forget that if you want to get a free full-size lipstick with your order of $15 or more, go to the link in my description box and use the promo code Alison Henry, and that will get you a free lipstick. I really appreciate you guys watching and making it to the end of this video. So I think that's all I got. I love you guys and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.